flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that, killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that, killing that, flicking that wrist.
Logic, clockwise, counterclockwise, realest in the top 5. Other 4 ain't rapping. I'm just repping for the side. Yeah, that's coastlines, Panama for the boat rides. Worth billions, and we ain't even need showtime.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We have a couple of confident teams coming into today's game. Both walked off the field with victories last time out. It's the Raiders going up against the Mounties. So, for the call of this Week 11 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between our visitors and the Toronto Mounties. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll drop to throw. Surveying the field. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he's got his man on the out route. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught at the 1. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. So it was second and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. Second down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he hinted it to us. And then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line. And they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And boy, it has paid off for them in this game. That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And the play clock's running down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. They'll come out in the pistol. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit.
2nd down following the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
Well, if you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one. They
read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 48 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Oh, good hurdle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Here we go. Green, 39.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30. Give him 9 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the... They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. This will be caught at the 2. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Kelvin Benjamin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now this offense ready to take over again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? But where is the A-gap?
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now here come the Raiders. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come up in an offset eye.
Look at 56. Look at 56. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Their big tight end as the first half is winding down. And his guys are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touch. Jeez, I don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter, let's get to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And it's taken in at the 9. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was...
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 2 yards on that play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers, everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on... So it'll be 1st down here after the run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Raiders a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away. Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
It's headed right. It's no good. He misses wide of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Here we go. Green. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
Here we go. Oh, man, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, hang on now.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He's got time in the pocket. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he's brought down. They'll get 19 yards there. And it'll give the Raiders a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team. If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. They come out here in the eye. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. Welcome back to Toronto, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a first down.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. A good pick up there on 20 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defense.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if there's got to be casualties at times, we're trying to win a game.
Again, we'll see the piss here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Out to the left here to Reed. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, Those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
They'll set up to throw. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So out come the Raiders. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. That'll bring up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape.
A lot of